the ability to take your mind off of the reality of everything and just focus in on something that brings you joy. For me, any type of art really does that. It helps you become more aware of the present moment and not focus so much on the past or the future.
Vicious breed of sorts. We push the boundaries forcefully, the lightning of the storm.
Tell me about like what that process was like, building trust in yourself, and what was that major goal that you accomplished, that if you mind sharing, of course.
There was a lot of major life changes that happened all at once. Life was kind of kicking my ass, hitting me back to back to back. And it was my first time really feeling like a true adult, you know? I'm 24, but sometimes I don't feel 24, so it's pretty weird. But yeah, it was definitely a process of trial and error to get myself to the point where I was like, you know what, I got this. And I kind of just put myself to the test, and I put myself through the ringer. And the process was ugly, but it was definitely beautiful because I ended up succeeding in the vast majority of the goals that I set out to do within the past year. And I'm grateful. It's a interesting experience, you know, like life and stuff. So that was probably the weirdest but coolest experience that I've felt in the past year, and the process of learning to trust myself.
Now that you trust yourself more, and I'm sure it's a lifelong journey in doing that.
Yeah.
How do you, like, what more do you feel you can accomplish now that you have more trust in yourself and you've instilled that in yourself?
Honestly, I feel like I can accomplish anything that I put my mind to. I just have to be disciplined enough and determined enough to actually get there. And I have to be very strategic with my planning. But I really don't doubt my abilities. I just trust in y'all's process. So yeah.
Mhm. Has there been any moments where you came across an opportunity, but maybe at that time you didn't end up actually taking that opportunity?
Oh yeah. A lot of times actually. Just because a door opens up for you doesn't necessarily mean that it's meant for you to walk through. I saw a post that's like really true, and I kind of like, it stuck with me. It resonated. It was some doors that open are not opportunities. They're more so tests to see if you will walk through it. And I've had a lot of scenarios where, you know, old habits could have reoccurred. I could have made certain mistakes that I made in the past, but I chose to take a different approach. And yeah, it was the right decision. In my opinion, I think I did the right thing. So it's happened quite a bit.
What are some lessons you've learned from walking through a door that maybe wasn't meant for you?
You can immediately tell when something's not really for you. I noticed pretty early on when I've made a mistake. And it's one of those things where once I make the mistake, there's really no point in getting stuck in that position. It's just more so accepting that, you know, accepting your fuck up and reverting and trying to correct the mistake.
How do you know immediately when something's not right? What would you tell somebody that may not be
Oh,
sure?
my nerves really start, you know, I can't really settle in my decision. If I don't feel comfortable after choosing to do something, I immediately kind of get triggered in a sense to where I realize like, hey, this may not have been the right decision. How can I come back from this? And that's just where my brain starts to work and just try to find a way out. But yeah, I think the biggest thing that alerts me as to whether or not it was a good decision or not would really be just the way that my body naturally sets in with the decision that I've made. If I notice certain things are not working in my favor or it's too difficult and I keep trying to fit the puzzle piece where it doesn't fit, you know, eventually it's like change what I'm doing or change what's around me, you know? So yeah.
Have you ever changed what's around you?
Yeah. I've let go of a lot of things in the past few years. It's scary, honestly, but it's cool because when you become accustomed to change, things start to look up. When you get stuck in the present and you don't want to accept change, life gets a lot more difficult. I've basically let go of everything. I got to a point where I hit rock bottom, but when I hit rock bottom, I hit the ground running, and I haven't looked back since. So life has changed a lot for the better.
What are some changes that, like, from the changes, what positive have you experienced just in your own mental landscape?
Oof, maturity. That's a big one. I feel like maturity, and I wouldn't say I'm wise, because you know I'm young. I still got a lot to learn. I don't know everything, but wisdom has definitely presented itself in my life. I've been able to learn from past experiences, and experiences in themselves, whether they were good or bad, they've really been a big marker for me as far as learning. The more I learn, the more I grow. So
What's something that people might not know about you?
something that people may not know about me. I'm a mom. I have a daughter. I sell cars in the daytime. When I'm not making music, I'm selling cars. And I'm a go-getter. I'm a big hustler.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's something that you want the whole world to know?
Anything is possible. You just gotta work for it. But yeah, anything is possible.
When did you realize anything is possible?
When I started seeking out things that statistically would not align with my predetermined fate from where I came from, when I started reaching out towards those things and I realized that I too can achieve it, that's when things really started becoming, they started to appear achievable to me. Anything really that I set my mind to, I started realizing that I can do it. It may take a little extra elbow grease, but yeah.
Tell me something about yourself. Just anything that comes to mind.
I used to do tattoos. I love drawing. I'm really big into art as a whole. Anything art related, I'm there. So I love more than just music. I love, painting. I love drawing. I love the idea of sculpting. I used to play in an orchestra. I was a bass player, and I would like to touch back into that when I get the opportunity to stop working so much. I definitely want to get back into that. I would love to join an orchestra sometime in the near future.
How do you feel your art, your physical art, drawing, ties into your music?
Expression, the ability to take your mind off of the reality of everything and just focus in on something that brings you joy. For me, any type of art really does that. It helps you become more aware of the present moment and not focus so much on the past or the future. Drawing for me does that just as music does, and most forms of art, in my opinion, allow people to be more in tune with the present, with what they're currently feeling.
Anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah, I have an EP coming out soon with Flawless. It's my first EP that I've ever done, professional quality. I'm very excited for it. I want to touch into the sync side of the music industry, so I would love to get placements on films, TV shows, ads, whatever it may be. That's definitely the area that I'm reaching towards. But my EP is coming out probably in 2026, and I'm really excited. There's a lot of different things kind of coming together with that, so it's really cool.
Tell me about your EP and why should people listen to your EP?
My EP is it's a mix of different styles all merged into one. It's definitely a marker for me in a personal sense of my growth, of all the different areas that I've grown in, whether it be the quality of work that I produce or my writing skills, my confidence, lessons that I've learned in life. And yeah, it's a very beautiful thing. As far as why someone should listen to it, there is no real reason. It's really up to the consumer, to the listener, whether they want to or not. But I definitely think that whoever does take the time to listen, they're really gonna enjoy it. And yeah, it's really just it's a beautiful piece of art in my opinion. And I see a lot of big things coming from it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What feelings would you want people to evoke in people when they listen to your music?
Oh, I definitely go for that cinematic approach. So deep, raw, strong emotions, that cinematic films and masterpieces and things of that sort, like the emotions that they invoke in a person, I kind of want to do the same thing, but with music. Because when you really look at like major films and you notice the strongest points in the films typically have some very powerful music in the background, whether it invokes a feeling of sadness, happiness, anger, excitement. Music is typically the catalyst to help bring your blood pressure up and get your heart pumping a little bit. So I kind of want to bring back that feeling, but without having to look at the screen to do so. I want to mix in those powerful emotions into a genre that's a little more broadly accepted, I guess. That way, you don't necessarily have to watch a film to feel that emotion. You can just rock it in the car or in your headphones while you're working out or whatever it may be. But yeah, I want to touch a bunch of different niches of people. And yeah.
Very cool. Anything you want to tell the world before we go to the live performance? Any last things?
I'm here and I'm just doing what I love, and I hope that you guys enjoy it.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure speaking to you and working with you.
Absolutely.
Sculpted till infinity, the pain was making noise. To fortify fragility, a sound disrupting course. Monster, no discrepancy, a vicious breed of sorts. We push the boundaries forcefully, the lightning of the storm. It's imperative to let these people chatter, money talk, and the letter will irrelevantly walk. What's the matter to him anyway? Single mother fighting for a shot to get my baby paid. Get it how I live it, businesswoman, and I'm still made. Wisdom from experience, forget my fucking age. Been through hell and back like 20 times and died a bloody grave. One too many times, I read through one too many lies. If you ain't here to edify, keep you at the side of drill. Multiply, motivate, magnify, that's real. Flow motherfuckers make me figure how to feel. Had to reevaluate the state of my man. Strategize on how I'm about to come up on the mill. Put on the biggest, ain't no turning back. Made a bad decision, so I left your ass right where you at. Diamonds are fire.